All right, let's turn our attention to today's business headlines. And for help with that, we're going to welcome in business and markets analyst and Newsmax contributor, Seth Denson. Good morning, Seth.
Hey, Alex, good morning.
All righty, so markets finishing down yesterday, and futures are up this morning ahead of the opening bell. I'm going to bring you right to the national gas price average, now hitting another new record. We're a broken record at this point, saying every single day, I feel like there's a new gas record. We're up to $4.72 a gallon, Seth. That's already just a 10-cent jump in just the past 2 days. How high do you expect the prices to get?
Well, listen, Alex, I do think they're going to continue to go up because we have a higher demand than we do a supply, and that's a challenge. And what that's going to do is going to continue to exacerbate the inflation issue as well, because fuel goes into everything we buy. That's the reality of things. In 7 states, we now are seeing gas averaging over $5 a gallon. So unfortunately, as we enter into the summer months, as we've said, talk about broken records a number of times, it's one of those things that just continues to go up because the summer months we drive more, and unfortunately, we're going to see prices go up.
All right, let's switch gears a little bit. Big news coming from Facebook's parent company, Meta, as Sheryl Sandberg, the COO of the company, has announced that she will be leaving the company. Now, she has been there for 14 years. Do you think her departure has any connection to the recent bad press social media companies have gotten? And how should investors be feeling right now?
You know, it's hard to say if it's related, but certainly Sheryl Sandberg is an impressive person who has really been running Facebook. Let's be real. She's been the adult in the room, I think, as she's been referred to at that organization. And to her credit, I mean, you got to think Facebook, when they went public, their stock is over 400% or right around 400% higher than it was when they went public. And she deserves a lot of credit. Although she also gained a lot of the benefit. She's now estimated worth over $1.5 billion. So good for her. That being said, she is going to remain on the board. So investors needn't worry about the fact that she's still going to be around and still be able to kind of provide her professionalism to the organization.
Okay. I want to keep the conversation actually with Meta for a moment. They've actually announced that Instagram will have a new feature of Amber Alerts to help find missing kids. How do you feel about this? And do you think that other social media companies should follow suit?
I'm all for this. Listen, as a father of 3, one of the most terrifying things you could ever think of is your child being abducted or going missing. Amber Alerts are attributable to about 17% of successes in reconnections. At least they're a part of that. So if that's the reality and those are the numbers, I'll take them. I'd like to see them go up. More and more social media companies get on board with this. Maybe we'll see those numbers go up because we all know Americans are glued to social media. So if that information is out there on social media, maybe that'll help. So I'm all for it.
All right, let's talk a little Elon Musk. We haven't talked about him in a couple of days. It's time to bring him back. He's once again in the headlines. And this is after telling his employees to return to the office or quit. The CEO saying that employees are expected to work at least 40 hours a week in the office. All right, your thoughts on this one, Seth?
Well, a couple of things here, right? The first and foremost, I thought it was interesting that Elon said if you want an exception to this, he will personally be the one that reviews it for approval or not. They got 110,000 employees. Now, a lot of those are factory workers, and that was really his point, too, was that, hey, if you're not in the factory, you should still be required to do what our factory workers do, which is show up. I do think, though, that this is a little bit of a canary in the coal mine. And what I mean by that is we've been saying, or I've been saying for a while, that for those that have been sitting on the sidelines waiting for this employment market and just kind of holding off, you better be ready because employers are going to start to look at new ways of doing things. And Elon making this announcement, don't be surprised if others don't start following suit. So everybody not in the workforce, you better get there and you better get there fast.
Yeah. All right. Seth Denson, thank you so much for joining us this morning, as always.
Thanks, Alex.